The mighty Himalayas, a little village, an ancient grinder powered by the force of melting snow, unceasing, stone on stone, but not as ancient as the spice being powdered. From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, no ceremony complete without her golden hue. No meal cooked without a pinch. In health, healing and celebration, her use dates back nearly 4,000 years. Orange like the sun, sacred, cleansing. This pinch of sunshine, center stage in India across religions and cultures. Turmeric is a little like gravity, present everywhere. Its tug, an invisible force, wisdom deep-rooted. But how well do we know it? How does it reach our spice box? Is there any truth in its glory? The name turmeric comes from a Latin word, terra merita, or meritorious earth. In many languages, simply the yellow root. But turmeric is a rhizome, the underground modified stem. Its leaves erect and sheathed. Known to botanists as Curcuma longa, it sprouts from the mother rhizome planted in the earth. It's an annual crop. Its flowers pleasing but seedless. Turmeric belongs to the family Zingiberaceae, the ginger family. Ginger is a cousin and so is cardamom, 3 important spices from the same family of plants in the Indian spice box. India can be called turmeric nation. More than 90% of all turmeric found the world over is grown here. Our turmeric trail begins in the south of Maharashtra. An extension of the Western Ghats, Sangli and Satara have traditionally grown turmeric. Their fertile, well-drained soil, a perfect home for the spice. In this land of turmeric is an age-old myth. Like all myths, beyond proof or reason. But myths speak of cultures, beliefs, evolution. The dark goddess of night, Rajni, desired the golden color of the sun. She climbed Mount Kailash, sought the help of the mighty Shiva. With Shiva's blessing, Rajni disappeared into the womb of Mother Earth, and she was reborn as turmeric, the spice with the color of the sun. The temple of Khandoba in Pal Satara is orange-hued. Khandoba, the warrior king believed to be Shiva's form on earth. From the sword that gives the fierce warrior his name to the walls of the temple, it's a sea of orange. The old and young seek good health and fortune. Newlyweds seek the blessing of nuptial bliss and fertility. He is the one who fulfills all desire if pleased. And what pleases him is a shower of his favorite spice. Turmeric symbolizes all that's auspicious and pure. It's February. It's the season of harvest. The winter is gone. From the rich earth has emerged tall sugarcane, already being loaded into trucks and transported fresh. Flanked by the fields of the cane are the fields where lies the gold. For nearly 9 months, turmeric has grown underground, dividing, thickening, hidden from the eye. And now it's being dug out. Under the harsh sun, deft fingers snap the rhizome into pieces. For Vanita, the farm worker, this is a labor of love.
ही ईश्वराची देणगी आहे. ही आमच्यासाठी खास चांगल्यासाठी आहे. सगळं काही जगासाठी उपयोग होतोय किंवा हे चांगल्या कारणासाठी उपयोगासाठी आहे, फायद्यासाठी आहे.
Condiment, dye, drug, cosmetic, associated with wellness and purity. Practiced hands loosen the soil, snap smaller bits at the nodes. The egg-shaped part in the center is separated. This is planting material. Not seed, but the mother from which grows turmeric. In market, the mother rhizome fetches a higher price.
ये जंगल में ही हमको मिला है, पूर्वजों को जंगल के मिला है और मिलने के बाद उसका कैसा स्वाद लगता है उस पर डिपेंड होकर आस्ते आस्ते धीरे धीरे वो हमारे पास अपने समाज में आ गए हैं.
Out of the farm, but turmeric is far from ready for the market. It demands attention. Mobile boilers are hired by farmers to ready the spice. Sugarcane leaves feed the fire.
अभी हल्दी पका रहा हूँ. हल्दी पका के तैयार करता हूँ उसको. वो नहीं जी पकाया तो वो खराब हो जाएगा.
The steam bath prevents rotting, softens the rhizome, fixes its color. The heat removes the raw odor, gelatinizing the starch, helping it dry faster. 40 to 45 minutes in steam and the rhizomes are ready for drying. Overcooking would harm their quality. They dry out in the scorching heat. Eight to 10 days is enough to remove all moisture. It shrinks, hardens. A firm polish in the machine is enough to peel the dry outer skin and reveal the golden orange. Turmeric is a celebration, an expression of togetherness and oneness in this small fisherman colony in western India. The heavy stone grinder, the chakki, still preferred to machine grinding.
भाजीला आपण चांगली, आपल्या अंगाला आपण चांगली, आपण ज्या करू त्याला चांगली आहे. हलत लग्न कार्याला आम्हाला खूप लागते हलत, म्हणजे खूप लागते हलत. नवरा पण नवरी पण.
India is not just the largest producer but even the largest consumer of turmeric. Nearly 100,000 tons of the rhizome grows in India each year. In the spice department of the Women's Cooperative, the packers are convinced about its remarkable qualities.
वो पूर्व से आया है ना, पूर्वी से भी, तो उसमें तो डालना है, उसमें ही डालना ही पड़ेगा। सब्जी में जितना दाल होती है, आलू की सब्जी होती है, तो उसमें डालना ही पड़ता है।
Birote is a small agrarian village in Udaipur district of Rajasthan. Turmeric does not grow here, but occupies an eminent position in Premi Bai's kitchen.
बिना मसाला तो हमने कभी बनाया भी नहीं, और क्या पता नहीं बनाया हमने तो। हल्दी नहीं डालते तो रंग, सब्जी का रंग अच्छा नहीं आता, सफ़ेद सफ़ेद आता, वो नहीं ठीक लगता। उठो भेजा, उबो भेजा, अरे उबो भेजा।
For the south of India, turmeric is the daughter of the sun. Our spice trail brings us to Mudbidri in Karnataka. As the household goes about its morning routine, the young mother puts milk to a boil. Her daughter Kritika is coming down with a cold, and she knows manjal will help. Manjal is what turmeric is called here.
ಮಂಜಲ್ ಗುಣಪಂಡ ಮಂಜಲು ಸೀತ ಅಂಡ ಈ ಜೋಕ್ಲೆ ಕಪ ಎದೆಟ್ಟು ಕಾಟಂಡ
Far more than the yellow in our curries. Boiled in milk to treat a cough, applied on wounds for quick healing, for a radiant skin to treat boils, blemishes and pimples, to soothe upset tummies and inflamed joints. Does this medicine in our spice box really work? If yes, then how? The scientific community is peering deeper, looking at the chemistry of the spice, studying its interaction with the human body. National Institute of Nutrition, Hyderabad, dedicated to nutrition for better health. A team of biochemists is working on turmeric, ginger and garlic. Their task? Specific. Do spices act on harmful microorganisms like disease-causing bacteria and fungi? The methodology is precise. They cultivate colonies of bacteria and other harmful microorganisms in nutrient-rich plates. Introduce the spice to the colony. Let it flourish under controlled conditions. Study the action of spice on the growth of bacteria and fungi. Is there any truth in spice use as preservative? What kind of pathogens can they affect? The machine counts the number of surviving microorganisms. The results? Clear and conclusive. All three spices curb the microbes. And of the three, turmeric emerges on top. It has a definite edge.
So it has antibacterial, antiviral activity. That's why in pickling we use a lot of spices. This is a kind of food preservation.
Was this the reason for adding the pungent and bitter turmeric to food? In the warm and humid climate back then, without refrigeration or preservation, was it not spices like turmeric that kept food safe for consumption? Ayurveda, the ancient system of holistic healing, identified and used the golden spice for treating many conditions.
वो ज़माने की जो मैनस्क्रिप्ट्स या संहिता में जितना भी बताया गया है हल्दी का, जहाँ जहाँ उसकी कफ की जो बीमारी होते हैं और वात की बीमारी होता है, जहाँ वुंड की डिस्क्रिप्शन होती है, इन सब जगह हल्दी के लिए इस्तेमाल बताया गया था। मतलब कि रक्षोग्न, मतलब कि वो इन्फेक्शंस को नहीं फैलाता है।
Its protective and curative properties have given turmeric many names in Sanskrit. Jayanti, one that defeats disease. Jwarantika cures fever. Krimigni kills worms. Kshamata, the capable one. Mehagni, killer of fat. And even Vishagni, killer of poison. If such is the might of turmeric, then why is there disease in the curry capital of the world? A question that deserves serious thought and answers.
हल्दी ठीक है, माप से चाहिए, इतनी भी हल्दी खाने से कोई बॉडी सुधर जाने वाली नहीं है। हल्दी माप से चाहिए, मिर्ची माप से चाहिए, हर चीज़ माप से चाहिए, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं चाहिए।
A traditional diet flavored with spices is healthy. Its role largely preventive. But when it comes to spice as a medicine, the truth not so simple or straightforward. Let's begin with its unique chemistry. Scientists the world over have identified more than 100 components in turmeric. These have been isolated, analyzed, tested. The main molecules responsible for its health benefits and color are 3 curcuminoids. Of these, one is curcumin, the most researched, analyzed and studied molecule in the world.
इस मॉलिक्यूल के विषय में एक बहुत अजीब बात है जो कि बहुत ही कम मॉलिक्यूल्स में होती है. दिस इज़ अ वेरी यूनिक मॉलिक्यूल which goes to any target.
Curcumin, a very dynamic molecule with multi-targets in the body. But curcumin carries with it its own limitations. Insoluble in water, it is not taken up by the cells easily. It is also unstable. No sooner does it enter the human body, it starts breaking down. Its degradation starts as soon as it reaches the mouth. Metabolized by the liver, it is quickly thrown out of the system.
The uptake of this curcumin into the cell is not 100%. In fact, it is defective in that term, in terms of its uptake.
A defective uptake, and curcumin is a very small part of the turmeric powder consumed by us. Chemical analysis shows that it is just 3 to 4%, this percentage varying with geographical regions, dependent on the type grown and on the soil and climatic conditions. So how does turmeric, eaten as part of our day-to-day diet, become medicine?
When the spice is to be used in the form of a medicine, you need to have maybe 10 grams of turmeric 2 times a day, which is not really feasible.
The properties of turmeric undoubtedly amazing. The potential immense. The pharmacological industry is racing to find new applications. Turmeric is the most researched and analyzed spice the world over. In India, the scenario is no different. Indian Institute of Information Technology, Allahabad, Nimhans, Bengaluru, and Sanjay Gandhi Postgraduate Institute, Lucknow. 3 premier institutes together for a big challenge. Can they make curcumin into a drug? Can they overcome the challenges posed by curcumin absorption? Can they use it to tackle degenerative brain disorders like Parkinson and Alzheimer's? The challenge immense. How to take curcumin across the protective mechanism of the brain. The blood-brain barrier does not allow free movement of molecules through it. Curcumin too is not allowed entry. So how does one get curcumin across?
Suppose we attach it with some ligands, so maybe that those ligands will be recognized by the receptors on the cell membrane, so the molecule also will go along with it.
Several carrier attachments have been designed. The biochemistry department of Nimhans, Bengaluru, tests them. These mice have been trained to balance on the vertical pole and descend rapidly. Amongst this batch of mice, some have been given toxins to mimic Parkinson's. Their motor skills have been impaired. The team is testing curcumin molecules as a drug. The results encouraging. The designed curcumin is not just entering the brain cells, it is also clearing the intricate pathways in the brain and regenerating the neurons. There's guarded optimism.
To transform the nutraceutical property to the pharmaceutical paradigm is not that easy. That's what is challenging in terms of making spices as medicine.
Turmeric is passing many tests in laboratories, slaying bacteria and viruses, tackling inflammation and tumors. Its antioxidant properties are being applauded. It protects the heart, liver, kidneys, even the intestines. But there is a long way to go before tried and tested medicines can emerge from it.
A molecule which comes from the food can be a drug. You will be safer by default because you have already consumed, not today, traditionally, then it will be very safe. And it is the old saying, which is Hippocrates said it in 300 BC, always let the food be your medicine and medicine be your food. We are coming back. Life cycles, I call it as.
An ancient plant, turmeric. In its many life cycles, it has developed an efficient defense system, evolved over the years, changing its composition, complexity, and sometimes even its color. Curcuma Caesia is not orange but blue. In the unique germplasm collection at the IISR field station is a repository of rich genetic material. Nearly 900 accessions of turmeric. Scientists are now convinced that many potent therapeutic molecules lie locked inside the spice. The story of haldi would be incomplete without a mention of the patent dispute in mid-90s. A patent awarded to a US company for specific use of turmeric in wound healing raised a furor. India challenged it. This was our heritage. A worldwide debate on biopiracy raged. In 1997, the patent was withdrawn. On the banks of Valapattanam river, in the Parasani Kadavu Muthappan temple, turmeric is center stage. Teyyam is a ritual performed day after day. Adorned in turmeric, the dancer takes the avatar of Muthappan. The next time you use the golden powder, bow your head to acknowledge the wise spice. For beauty and wellness, in food and ritual, turmeric is a bond that unites India. This pinch of sunshine, the daughter of the sun, has far more to reveal.